Welcome to this week's episode of the Social Smarty Scoop, your weekly wrap-up of all the social media marketing news you need to know for the week ending the 19th of January 2025. Let's dive on in. Now, before I get into all the social media marketing news for the week, I just want to acknowledge what a crazy time it is in the social media marketing world at the moment. Spare a thought for your social media managers out there, your marketing professionals, anyone who works in the social media space. It is bonkers. Of course, we have the TikTok ban in the US, and it feels like there's just really no clarity around that. And then, of course, we have Meta ditching their third-party fact checkers, changing their policies on acceptable speech. And then we come to find out that there's a load of US senators and representatives, the ones that voted to uphold the TikTok ban, who reportedly hold shares in Meta. So then because of that, and also the TikTok ban and all of these things that Meta are doing, there seems to be this big movement to boycott Meta platforms. I've seen videos circulating with people sharing how you can remove your ad preferences, make it harder for businesses to target you. And then, of course, we have small businesses that make a lot of money from Meta ads, and that's going to impact their results. So it's just an absolutely bonkers time at the moment. And I couldn't start the episode without acknowledging that. So with all of that in mind, let's dive on in. It's actually been quite a quiet week in terms of new features and things like that. But let's dive on into the first new feature, which is the fact that Instagram is now going to show you the reels that your friends have liked. Now, this is one of those updates that some people have actually had for a long time. So it has been tested and rolled out to some people for quite some time, but people like me have only just been given access to this. So when you head to your Reels feed now, what you'll see on Instagram is some bubbles at the top of your feed. So you'll see 3 little circles there with images of your friend's profile images. Now, if you click on those 3 bubbles, you're going to be taken to a new Reels feed, which is going to show you all the videos that your friends, your connections have liked. Now, each video will show you at the bottom which of your friends have liked that, and you can actually tap on that little bubble and start a conversation, a private conversation in the DMs with them. I think the reasoning behind this is pretty clear. It's about sparking conversation, and it's about how Instagram thinks that we want to chat with our friends around the content that we are engaging with. Now, do I think this is cool or creepy? I'm definitely leaning towards creepy. I don't need to see what my friends, my clients, my connections have liked on the platform. That's their business. And I kind of don't want them to see what I've liked either. All I can see here is maybe people being a little bit more conscious or, a little bit more picky about the content that they're liking, and therefore that could mean that people are engaging less. And we know that less engagement really doesn't help anyone on social media platforms. We all want more engagement. So I don't know about this one, Instagram. Maybe let's rethink it. Now, Instagram has detailed its focus for the year. Now, Adam Mosseri shared a video, and I'll pop the link to the video in the show notes, but he basically highlighted 2 main areas of focus for the platform. Number 1 is creativity, and number 2 is connection. So creativity is all around improving the content creation tools on the platform. So giving us new tools to create content. And also that does include some AI features. Now, I have reported previously around some of the AI features that are coming to Instagram. I'm not a huge fan. I think that authentic content is always going to be a winner, but let's see how this all rolls out. Now, another thing that Adam mentioned is that they will be rewarding originality. So original content should get pushed out more than any content that is, repeated on the platform or just reposted. And also there'll be a push to double down on messaging. So DMs, we can already see that with the first update I mentioned today, and how we can very easily DM one of our connections regarding the content they've liked. And also there's seems to be a push to make content consumption more interactive and social. So again, I think linking back to the first update where we can see what our friends are liking on the platform, that really is around, that real sort of social network again and having those connections. So it'll be interesting to see how users really like these changes. As I said, I'm not a big fan of seeing what my connections have liked in terms of Instagram Reels. So is this going to be a great focus for the platform, or is it going to push more people away? We'll have to wait and see. Now, LinkedIn has published its Jobs on the Rise report. So this report highlights the fastest growing jobs over the last 3 years. Now, there are absolutely no surprises that number 1 and number 2 are both AI related, but number 3 surprised me, physical therapist. Didn't see that one coming. YouTube, along with parent company Google, has pledged $15 million to relief efforts for the LA wildfires. Now, the other cool thing is that YouTube plans to allow creators to use its facilities as a replacement for lost studios and equipment. Now, I suspect there were a lot of studios, a lot of equipment that was lost in the LA wildfires. So this, to me, has such a huge impact to know that creators can continue creating content while they're getting back up on their feet, I think is really fantastic. And lastly, this week, it wouldn't be the Social Smarty Scoop without the latest on the TikTok ban. Now, TikTok is on track to go dark in the US on Sunday, the 19th of January. So that would be 12:01 a.m. Eastern time. Is that ET? Now, the Biden administration has issued a statement explaining they are not going to intervene at this stage. So it really does look like TikTok is going to go dark. Now, we still don't know exactly what go dark means. Reports are suggesting that when US users try to log in, they will see a blank screen. They will also be encouraged to download their content. So it will be interesting to see what actually happens at that time. Now, it is then up to Trump, who is set to take office on Monday, the 20th of January, so the following day, in terms of what happens next. Now, apparently the law does allow the president to grant a one-time 90-day extension to delay the ban, but that is only if TikTok can show it is working to separate from the parent company ByteDance. So that is a possibility, although TikTok have said over and over again that they are not selling. So might happen, might not. But it really is crunch time now. So let's see how this all plays out. Now there you have it. That is your social media marketing updates for the week ending the 19th of January 2025. As always, if you want to come and continue the conversation, you will find me all over social media, socialsmarty.co. If you could leave me a rating or a review wherever you're listening to this podcast, that would be absolutely amazing. And even more amazing would be if you could share this episode or any of my episodes with a friend. It really would help me to reach more people. Until next week, stay social.